Mercedes lacks the extensive Formula One history of teams like Ferrari, McLaren, and Williams, having entered and exited the scene sporadically. Despite this, their remarkable achievements in the 2010s, including 8 consecutive constructors' championships with the most successful driver in the sport's history, set unprecedented standards. However, the subsequent demand for victories intensified, especially after 2 years of minimal celebrations. In this analysis, we delve into Mercedes' performance, examining the setbacks in 2023 and exploring the prospects of rectifying them for a potential championship resurgence in 2024. The 2021 World Championship concluded in disappointment for the Silver Arrows, marking a symbolic passing of the torch to Red Bull as the new dominant force on the grid. In 2022, Mercedes sought revenge and the title they believed they deserved. But the zero-pod W-15 proved inadequate. The car exhibited instability, and neither Lewis Hamilton nor George Russell could extract its full potential. Despite ongoing struggles, the team persistently introduced substantial upgrades to address issues of inconsistent behavior, oversteering, understeering, and problematic porpoising affecting braking. These upgrades provided some relief, but the fundamental issue persisted in the car's aero concept, requiring adjustments to suspension components and ground clearance. While symptoms were mitigated, the underlying problem remained. Towards the end of the season, the team seemed to regain form with the zero-pod car, evidenced by podium finishes and a race win in Brazil. However, this success proved deceptive, as Mercedes continued with the same concept in 2023, only to discover that their winner gains were insufficient compared to competitors. Transitioning from race winners to the 3rd or 4th fastest on the grid, they lagged significantly behind Red Bull. Recognizing the need for change, the team initiated corrective measures in round 6 of the 2023 season. In Monaco, the Mercedes W-14 underwent a significant change as the team opted for more conventional side pods, acknowledging that their revolutionary design might have been a misstep. However, this adjustment addressed only the symptoms, not the underlying issues plaguing their cars. The zero pods were more of a scapegoat than the actual root cause. In the 5 races leading up to the Monaco Grand Prix, Mercedes had averaged 19.2 points per race. Post the abandonment of the zero pods, their average dropped marginally to 18.4 points per race. Contrary to improvement, this shift cost them 0.8 points per race. The introduction of conventional side pods didn't yield a significant performance boost because the team ended up with the hybrid or Frankenstein car. The chassis, initially designed for slim side pods, clashed with the new configuration, causing issues with the impact structure and the misaligned suspension setup, negatively impacting the overall aerodynamic profile. Mercedes' lack of improvement after discarding the zero-pod design serves as evidence that success in Formula One goes beyond mere imitation or competitors. Lewis Hamilton, in a recent interview, reflected on his apprehension before the 2023 season's first test when he learned the team was persisting with the zero-pod design. He expressed frustration at unaddressed requested changes, uncertainty about the problem's nature, and a foreboding sense of a challenging year ahead. Looking ahead to 2024, Mercedes' Chief Technical Director, James Allison, remains confident in the potential for both Lewis Hamilton and George Russell to contend for the World Championship, provided they receive a competitive car. Acknowledging mistakes made in 2023, Allison emphasizes the importance of providing the right equipment. While Hamilton has proved himself repeatedly and Russell has shown promise amid the learning curve, the focus is on ensuring they have the tools to compete at the highest level. Now, the question remains, what steps must Mercedes take to overturn Red Bull's performance advantage and contend for the 2024 title? In essence, Mercedes must close the gap of approximately 30 seconds in race pace per event to contend in the 2024 Formula One season. Throughout 2023, the average deficit between the lead Mercedes car and the race winner was 29.242 seconds, equating to roughly half a second per lap, a margin they need to overcome to be competitive with the prevailing pace. Comparing the pole position times between the opening race in 2022 and 2023 reveals a significant increase of 0.85 seconds. To give Lewis Hamilton and George Russell a fighting chance for the championship in 2024, Mercedes must, at a minimum, find an additional second per lap. Achieving this feat is indeed possible, but it demands an extraordinary effort during the winter break. Aston Martin and McLaren exemplified this transformative approach in 2023. Aston Martin improved their best qualifying time by 2.441 seconds compared to the previous year, while McLaren, with a substantial upgrade package in Austria, elevated from being the 5th or 6th fastest to a competitive force. Both teams undertook a radical shift by studying the Red Bull model, admitting past mistakes and executing substantial changes. Mercedes aims to follow suit, embarking on a comprehensive overhaul. Team boss Toto Wolff affirms a complete departure from their existing chassis layout, weight distribution, and airflow strategy, recognizing the need for drastic changes to vie for the title. Despite remaining secretive about specific plans until pre-season testing in March, the team will draw inspiration from Red Bull's suspension setup. Examining the RB19 suspension wishbones, which provided stability from corner entry to exit, reveals the advantages of a consistent and predictable downforce level. Unlike the erratic behavior of the 2023 Mercedes, a stable platform minimizes sliding during braking, corners, and acceleration. Predictable downforce fosters confidence, enabling drivers to push the limits with precision. This stability not only reduces tire wear, a notable struggle for Mercedes in 2023, but also allows for aggressive driving, resulting in faster lap times, an imperative factor in securing victories. Beyond performance benefits, a stable and predictable car enhances driver confidence, particularly under braking, where uncertainty plagued the Mercedes drivers in 2023, forcing them to adopt a more cautious approach. Addressing these issues is pivotal for Mercedes to regain competitiveness and challenge for the championship in 2024. Should Mercedes successfully optimize their chassis during the winter break, a substantial improvement in lap times can be anticipated, granting their drivers a more stable and confidence-inspiring car. Subsequent steps involve fine-tuning the aerodynamic profile to maximize downforce while minimizing drag. In theory, these adjustments are plausible, but the true litmus test for the Silver Arrows lies in translating these plans into practical on-track performance, a pivotal question mark hanging over the Mercedes 2024 season. Can the team assimilate lessons from the mistakes made over the past 2 or 3 years, leveraging that knowledge to craft a car capable of rivaling Red Bull? While Mercedes' development trajectory since the introduction of the new technical regulations in 2022 doesn't inspire overwhelming confidence, Aston Martin's surprising performance at the beginning of the 2023 season demonstrates that unexpected turnarounds are possible. Encouragingly, recent statements from the team convey a more positive outlook than in the preceding year. Toto Wolff, a consistent advocate for Mercedes' resurgence since Abu Dhabi 2021, is now joined by a more optimistic tone from Lewis Hamilton. Despite being a vocal critic throughout 2023, Hamilton expressed confidence after a recent visit to the factory and a glimpse of the yearly iteration of the W-15, stating, "I have full faith in everyone that's working on it, and I'm hopeful that we will be in a much more competitive position next year." Following a winless season, expectations for Mercedes in 2024 are notably high, fueled by the team's historical dominance and a massive fan base unaccustomed to losing. Acknowledging the pressure on team boss Toto Wolff, Hamilton emphasized the collective burden faced by the entire team globally. Despite the challenges, the team has undergone infrastructure changes, including the return of technical director James Allison to the forefront and a shift in the car concept. Hamilton now expresses greater optimism, noting that the team has a clear direction for development. However, the lingering question remains: will these changes be sufficient to position Hamilton or Russell to challenge for race wins? Given the uncertainties stemming from the team's understanding of current regulations and their ability to design a competitive car with ongoing tangible upgrades, The prospect of contention in 2024 remains uncertain. The team's potential hinges on its ability to learn from past mistakes, leveraging its vast resources, infrastructure, and talent. The ultimate question is posed to the audience. Do you believe Mercedes can make a successful comeback in 2024? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. As you scroll down, remember to subscribe to the channel for notifications about our upcoming uploads, ensuring you stay informed about the developments in the 2024 Formula One season.